There you go. Oh, yeah. Norway as a nation will not be taking into account what it means to actually provide freedom of religion to your citizens. Because then where do we actually put the limit?
Today, circumcision is mostly done for religious and cultural purposes. The surgery is also performed for health reasons, even though the medical society fights over the truth of its benefits. Circumcision is an operation of removing the small part of men's genitalia. In the Jewish community, this operation is usually performed on a 8-day-old infant. The cutting away of the penis foreskin of a newborn is an operation many doctors in Norway regard as bestial. Dr. Per Helge Masseide provides the explanation.
You should only do things surgical that you need to do, because if you do surgery, there could always be complications. You cannot say to a doctor, you have to do surgery, but there are no medical reason for doing this surgery.
Per Helge, as well as the Council of Medical Ethics, want to see at least an age regulation on this kind of surgery, so that the child can make the decision himself. Jørgen Lorentzen from the Center of Gender Research shares the same opinion.
But this is a couple of years ago. I'm emailed with him now. Idea of the right to decide over your own body is a very, very important part of gender equality ideology or thinking or philosophy in Norway and Sweden, for example. And I think it's a part of that's why we have this discussion here, that this is not something that boys themselves can decide. Something take that decision for them. And it's very much against a normal democratic way of thinking.
For the 850-strong Jewish community living in Oslo, the circumcision of boys is a part of their religious education.
If the child has to decide for himself everything, you're not allowed to tell the child anything until he is 15. Not speak about Jesus, because that's brainwashing. He won't have his choice because you brainwash him in 15 years. We don't have the right to give him religious experience because that's brainwashing. He has to choose for himself. Everything we do with the child has an extremely big meaning for his life, and he doesn't have the right. The right is the right of the parents to educate the children after what they believe.
Kristina, who converted to Judaism 10 years ago, struggled with the decision on whether to circumcise her newborn child, now a 9-year-old boy.
See there, that was the problem. It's one of our most important tenets, and if we don't do it when they're babies, we can't expect them to choose it at 13. I would never expect a 13-year-old son to go through that. And for him, it would be truly painful. When they're newborn, they heal so fast. It's amazing. It's not something that needs to be done for his physiological survival, but it is what needs to be done for his survival as a Jewish man.
In 2005, the circumcision operation was removed from the public healthcare system. Not only are the doctors proposing an age regulation, but the main of the opposing parties is also calling for alternatives on circumcision in Jewish homes.
If people want to do this due to religious or cultural reasons, it should be done by trained doctors and in safe environments, not in the kitchen at home.
Kristina is now afraid that these strong opinions around circumcision will have a negative impact on the future life of community.
It's very chauvinistic. It's highly problematic because it means that you then cannot have religious freedom in a country like Norway. That means that I would have to move from Norway because I could not practice Judaism nor raise a Jewish family in this country.
For the first time in more than 10 years, the Norwegian government is finally looking into the never-ending issue of male circumcision. This spring it will propose tighter new laws. This Norwegian example can make you wonder whether this could be the beginning of stricter regulations and laws regarding to traditions and religion in the rest of Europe. Kristina Badurova, reporting from Oslo, Norway.